What's up, everyone, or booktubers? It is officially Booktubeathon, my very first ever Booktubeathon. I am super excited, and I read some of this book already when it was 12 midnight, and it was Binti, which is my first read during the coin toss. And I know I didn't give a synopsis on my Booktubeathon TBR, so I decided I will do that for each book that I read this week. And so this is Binti by Nnedi Okorafor, and it's a Hugo and Nebula Award winner. And so it says there's more vivid imagination in a page of Nnedi Okorafor's work than in whole volumes of ordinary fantasy epics. And so with this, I'll read the synopsis of what it's about and give you an idea. And so it says, she left her home for the stars, but found more adventure than she bargained for. A tense and intimate coming-of-age story in space. It says her name is Binti, and she is the first of the Himba people ever to be offered a place at Umza University, the finest institution of higher learning in the galaxy. But to accept the offer will mean giving up her place in her family to travel between the stars among strangers who do not share her ways or respect her customs. Knowledge comes at a cost, one that Binti is willing to pay, but her journey will not be easy. The world she seeks to enter has long warred with the Meduse, an alien race that has become the stuff of nightmares. Umza University has wronged the Meduse, and Binti's stellar travel will bring her within their deadly reach. If Binti hopes to survive the legacy of a war not of her making, she will need both the gifts of her people and the wisdom enshrined within the university itself. But first, she has to make it there alive. And so I'm on page 30. And of course, it's only 90 pages, so I'll be finishing this up pretty soon. But I'm super excited about this book. I've heard great things. And so let's go, BookTube. Okay, everyone, sorry I'm in my car, but it's the work week, so I'm working still, of course, so I can't just like put my life on pause and on hold for Booktubeathon. So, but anyhow, I finished Binti. So the first challenge is complete, which is the coin toss. So I finished Binti. It was so short, it was only like 90 pages. So I got through it real fast. And so since it was 90 pages and I wanted to keep reading, I decided to also complete the second challenge, which is also read a book that that deals with what you want to do. And so I have this, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, We Should All Be Feminists. I can read this synopsis to you, what it was about. It says, what does feminism mean today? In this personal, eloquently argued essay adapted from her much admired TEDx talk of the same name, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, award-winning author of Americana, offers readers a unique definition of feminism for the 21st century. One rooted in inclusion and awareness, drawing extensively on her own experiences and her deep understanding of the often masked realities of sexual politics. Here's one remarkable author's exploration of what it means to be a woman now, and of the moment rallying cry for why we should all be feminists. And this was only, this was only 48 pages long, and of course I already got through this. This was a great book, but I gotta keep going. So then the third challenge was to read a movie to book adaptation. So I literally started reading this, which is A Wrinkle in Time, but right now I have to go get I will read the synopsis later on, probably today, but right now I have to go get my daughter from daycare. So I'll see you later. See ya. What's up, everyone? Finally made it home after picking up my daughter from daycare. I read, like I said, I read Benti, which didn't take long at all. So, yeah. Then, of course, I had to keep on going because I really want to finish reading 7 books in 7 days, and so I'm trying to get ahead of the game. So I also read We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Very good read. I already did the synopsis about this book. And then, of course, right now I am reading the book to movie adaptation, A Wrinkle in Time. This is for the 3rd challenge, which I read only page 12, but it is what it is. I'll read more tomorrow and then probably more on the next day, but I'll also be reading the next book, which is, I think, book cover that has green on it. So I'll probably be reading that book along with this book. So I'll be reading 2 books at the same time. But like I said, my goal is to read 7 books in 7 days. So I'm really striving to do that. So I'll see y'all later, or I'll see you tomorrow. See ya. What's up, Booktube? I know that I said goodnight and everything, but I also wanted to give the ratings of these books that I read today. And like for Benti, which I'm so tired, since this is my first read, I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars because it's just like the character building was terrible for me. And I usually love every book that I read, but this book, it was so short, and so I know it probably was like a rush job, but it's like I did not like it. I did not like things being rushed in this book. Like Benti, I didn't really get to know her. There was no connection. And then you had her family. It was like a disconnection pretty much. I didn't get to really know much about her family. It gave sort of a background, but not completely, not fully like I want. Because, okay, she got accepted into this university. Her parents didn't want her to do this, but she did anyway. So it's like right when you begin this book, she leaves like instantly to go to outer space to go to this university. And it's like, okay, what about your family? Are you going to write a note? Are you going to tell them goodbye? What? Are you just going to leave? So it was just like a really bad disconnect for me with this book. 2 out of 5. That's terrible. I hate doing that. Because like I said, I really love every book that I read, but this book was just not it for me, to the point where I do not want to finish reading the series. I mean, I like that it talks about culture and everything, and how like the stuff here is called uzazite or something like that. I can't really pronounce it, but it's some type of oil and red clay that she uses on her face, which in the book it also explains about the Medusa, which is aliens, and I guess they like this stuff because it heals them, I guess. And Medusa, when I think of them and how they like described what they look like, I thought of a jellyfish, and I'm like, oh, they said tentacles and all the other stuff, and it's like floating, oh, so like a jellyfish. But it's just, like I said, the culture was amazing, but I wanted more, per se. I wanted more, and I didn't get what I wanted. So 2 out of 5 for this book. Sorry, Nettie, but I just did not like this, to the point where I don't want to finish reading the series. And then the next book that I read, We Should All Be Feminists, I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. This was an incredible book. It made me think of a perspective how, like, say, when we have a son, we always say, it's okay, make sure you have condoms, because we, like, pretty much raise them to the point where it's okay if they lose their virginity. But when it comes to girls, it's like, no, keep your legs closed. It's like a double standard. It's like, we're not giving you condoms, that condones you just gonna have sex. But it's like, you do that with your son. So it's just like a double standard. It made me realize how I need to raise both my son and my daughter. And so, like, this book gave me good insight. There are some things that I do that I've been internalized, I've internalized, and I really need to change that, because that's how I was raised, and it's going to be hard, but I'm willing to do that, because I am a feminist, but then there's parts of me where I do also have double standards, and I need to stop doing that. Just like, say, like a man, he's supposed to automatically pay the bill for your dinner or whatever. If a girl wants to pay for the meal, go ahead, girl. You don't need his money. But it's stuff like that. And so, like, I really love this book. Chimamanda did a great job. We Should All Be Feminists. Especially, like, how girls are looking forward to marriage. Like they fantasize and go into this dream where, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get married and have kids. And it's crazy because that's how we are brought up in a way. And we always looking forward to marriage, where you got men who's looking for, I don't know, because I'm not a man, but me into a great perspective of how the world is today, how men treat women. And I have to remind everyone that there are more women in this world than men. And like I said, or like Beyonce said, to run the world, girls. So I like really enjoyed this book. 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. It was amazing. Okay, everyone, so today was a success for the first day for Booktubeathon. I really enjoyed it, especially since this is my first year participating in Booktubeathon. I'm sorry, I'm really tired, like I said before. But I didn't do the video challenge that Haley from Haley and Bookland did, where you had to do, it was like book art or whatever, book attack. And I was gonna do it, but then I was like, nah, I really didn't like the challenge, so I'm gonna wait and see what they have in store for tomorrow. But tomorrow I will be reading A Wrinkle in Time, which is the third challenge, which is the book to movie adaptation. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm also looking forward to reading Dear Israeli, a feminist manifesto, which is also by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, which I think I'm gonna knock that out tomorrow because it's only 63 pages, so I think I can knock that book out like right away, probably starting in the morning once I like head to work or whatever, because I can't read once I get up, because once I get up I have to take my kids, well, get my kids dressed and take them to daycare. So I wish I could just get up and read, but duty calls where I have to take care of my kids, and then from there I have to go to work. But before I go to work, I will probably do a video for the second day for Booktubeathon. But like I said, I'll definitely be reading A Wrinkle in Time and Dear Israeli, the feminist manifesto. But I also might do the other challenge, which is read a book that has green on the cover, which I'll probably read half of that too tomorrow, depending on how everything goes. I'm trying to get like a head start with everything when it comes to these books, because I really want to read all 7 books. Like that is like my main goal, and that's what I really want to do. I feel like that's a great accomplishment. I have never read 7 books in a week. I haven't even read like 3 books in a week because I'm always so busy. So that'll just be a great accomplishment for me in general, which I really want to achieve. But yes, so far so good. This was a good day. Can't wait for tomorrow and see what the challenges are or whatever. But thank you so much, Booktube. And I will see you tomorrow. See ya.